Okay, hi everybody. I'm just going to go over the Curious Incident Study Guide D so that you can check your answers when you are finished. Okay, we already did number one, which is Christopher comparing himself to Sherlock Holmes. So if you remember from the movie, he likes Sherlock Holmes because Sherlock is also really antisocial and doesn't really like being around people. Sherlock also likes puzzles. He likes to solve mysteries, which is something that Christopher is interested in. Sherlock is also very literal minded, like Christopher. So Christopher sees a lot of himself in Sherlock Holmes, and that's probably why he enjoys reading Sherlock Holmes mysteries. Okay, now at this point in the book, Mr. Boone has discovered that Christopher is still trying to solve Wellington's murder, and he is snooping around the neighborhood, doing things that he's not supposed to do, or that his father told him not to do. Of course, Christopher's father is angry, not only because Christopher disobeyed him, but also we talked about how Christopher might be uncovering things that Mr. Boone would prefer to keep private. So we know that the marriage had fallen apart. We know that there was an affair that Christopher's mother had. So Christopher was not aware of a lot of these family secrets. And the more Christopher gets involved with the next door neighbors, the more chances are that he might discover these family secrets. And more than anything, that is probably why Christopher's father reacts the way that he does. So Christopher then, we talked about how parts of this book he goes into digressions when he's feeling uncomfortable. So after he gets yelled at by his dad, he then goes into a digression about the real person of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Okay, now Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was writing at a time where people were interested in what they called spiritualism. And this was in the Victorian period when there was a lot of new science and technology that had never existed before. And some people believed they could actually use scientific methods to do things like speak to the dead or speak to ghosts, or even supernatural creatures like fairies. And Christopher goes into a long digression about how while he loves the character of Sherlock Holmes, because Sherlock doesn't believe in any of that stuff, he only believes in what is scientifically proven, that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the author of the Sherlock mysteries, did believe in magic and spiritualism. And he gives a long explanation about a famous photograph that supposedly shows real live fairies dancing around. But Christopher says that's stupid, and all this stuff that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle believed in is also stupid. The picture that he gives on page 88 is a fake, and it's now been proven to be a fake. Again, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was interested in those things. So Christopher just makes the distinction here between the character Sherlock, which he likes, and the author, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, which he thinks he would not have gotten along with because they don't like the same things. They don't believe in the same things. Okay, now we're getting to the part where Christopher discovers this mysterious letter that it seems to be written by his mother because it's in her handwriting, and she also circles the eyes with a little circle, so he recognizes her handwriting from that. The thing that is upsetting to Christopher, or that's confusing to him, is that it has a strange address on it from London, and the date seems wrong. It seems like it was written after he believes that she has died. So Christopher doesn't really understand. He says, I'm confused because mother worked as a secretary for a firm. She never worked as a secretary for a firm that made things out of steel. He mentions a job that she says that she has in the letter, and she's never lived in London. And the letter was written to me, and he had never seen it before. And then he looks at the date, which means it was posted 18 months after mother died. So all those things don't make sense to Christopher, but right then his father walks in, and so he hides the letter, and he decides that he's going to wait until he has more time to think about it before he decides what it means. So he kind of just puts it away and puts it out of his mind temporarily, but he plans to go back to these letters and discover the mysteries. And obviously, what this letter implies is that Christopher's mother really hasn't died, that she is actually still alive. Okay, so that's the end to Study Guide D. So please make sure that you fill in your notes and you post to Google Classroom. I will be back in school on Friday, so I'll see period 3, but not period 6. But I will be collecting your work for the week as usual. So please make sure that it's all posted and ready to go by Friday at 3 o'clock. Okay, and just an FYI, we just finished Study Guide D. When we get to the end of Study Guide E next week, which will be really as early as possible, then we're going to have a quiz on all the study guides A through E. So just a reading quiz for this through this point in the book. And then we will read the last portion of the book, and then we will have a final test, and you guys are going to do a very quick final project on the curious incident of the dog in the nighttime. Okay, that's it for me, guys. Thank you very much.